Thank you all so much for coming onto this Zoom. This is protecting your business. We've been able to help a lot of people. So we wanted to give this information to you for free. Although people do charge a lot for this information, we do have Brittany Astin on tonight. I'm telling y'all, y'all are in for a treat. She's going to talk about protecting your business, okay? Some people don't know who I am. Some people don't know who Brittany is. My name is Isaiah Davis. I am a financial professional. I teach people about finances. I also help people invest their finances. Not only invest their finances, I help people insure their finances. Today we have Brittany Astin on talking about protecting your business. Thank you so much for coming on, Brittany. Brittany, can you talk to us about who Brittany is?
Well, thank you, Isaiah, for having me. My name is Brittany Astin. I have been in the insurance and financial service world for about 8 years now. Just like Isaiah, myself, I am a risk advisor. I help people protect their assets, their legacies. I'm here to bridge the knowledge gap because a lot of people don't know about insurance, and if they do, they don't understand it. And that's my goal, to make sure people understand what they have and how it can work for them.
That is awesome, Brittany. You have definitely been a pillar in the community. We know that you work with State Farm as your career. You've been helping a lot of business owners. Last year alone, the numbers were crazy for how many business owners you've actually been able to help. There's a lot of people on that own businesses. There's a lot of people that know this information, and they're selling this information as well. So we want to give people the information that they need to learn how to be protected and learn how to also grow in their business through insurance.
So I'll just start off. On an average, each day about 137,000 businesses are being started, right? Businesses are being started from your ideas, your imagination, your thoughts, your dreams. Everything goes into your business, right? So it's your goal to protect those dreams, those ideas. It's your goal to your duty to protect those, right? So you work so hard to come up to start this business. You put everything in it. You put everything, blood, sweat, tears, into your business. And when you don't have insurance, that's just saying, hey, this is a free business. Come grab it, right? Hey, come steal my business. Come take my business. Come take my hard work. Here, you can have it. So getting insurance is not only protecting the business, it's protecting everything that you have put into that business. All your hard work, all your lack of sleep, everything that goes into a good business, it requires a lot. When you don't have business insurance, it's just like running in traffic, you know, with a blindfold. You never know what's going to happen. You might get hit and you might not. Now, we're going to pray to God that you don't get hit, but it's a possibility that you will. And business insurance is so inexpensive that there's no reason not to have it. Most people stray away from business insurance because they think it's expensive, and it's really not expensive. The low hairstylist, you can get a policy for $25. Right now, imagine $25 to give you $1 million in liability. Okay, now let's just say you're a hairstylist, you go to style somebody for their wedding, and you drop that curler on their face at their wedding. That's a burn. You don't ruin her perfect day. That's mental stress. People can sue you and will sue you for that. And what if you didn't have business insurance? Then they're going to sue you personally. So business insurance is key to having a business. Everybody think, oh, I'm going to get the LLC. I'm going to sell. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Then I'll get business. No, when you pay for that LLC, you need to be paying for your business insurance, because anything can happen, even from someone saying, false advertisement, oh, you stole my idea. Anything could happen. So when you go to register that business, the second step, it should be getting business insurance, no matter what.
That right there alone should change how you look at your business. People are after your business. Many people don't understand, when you are doing marketing for your business, if you're attracting people, you're attracting clients, you're attracting everything about that client. You're attracting who that person is, whether that's good or bad. So you want to protect your business just in case. And there could be an accident that happens Like Brittany said, especially if you're in a service-based business, if you're in self-employed, or if you're an S corp or a LLC, you definitely want to have protection for your business.
And that when people don't understand, when you get sued for business, it's not because somebody trip and fell. It's not because the curler hit the face. It's because you said you was gonna do something, you didn't do it. You guaranteed this and you didn't do it. You said your hair product was gonna make my hair grow, and my hair still haven't grown yet. So it protects against the things that we don't even think about. Hey, I use red writing for my logo and you use red. You're stealing my ideas. It's so much that it protects you against, even if you're going to an event. If you're going to an event or you're going somewhere to promote your business, and let's just say on your way there, somebody breaks into your car and takes everything, your computer, your products, everything. That is also covered under business insurance. So it's not just your liability, it could be a lot of different things under that one policy.
We want to hear more about how to protect our business, how to protect. And speaking of protection, Brittany, while I have you, a lot of people don't know you give the business owner a package. The owner of the business has protection if they get sick, if they get hurt, and they can't work. God forbid if something were to happen, right, Brittany? So, do you want to talk about how to protect the business owner as well?
So when you're a business owner, you don't have that access to traditional benefits like a regular career job would give you. If you work for a company, they may offer 401k, they might offer Aflac short-term disability. They may offer those things, but when you are the boss and you have to cut those checks, you don't have those benefits. So it is a benefit package that we put together. In the event that you're unable to work, how are these bills going to get paid? Who's going to pay your employees? If your employees become sick and unable to work, do they have protection? The owner is a key man into the business. So let's just say, God forbid you're a business owner, something happens to the business owner, right? That business doesn't die with the business owner. That's called your legacy. You want to pass that on. What protections do you have in place? Do you have a trust? Do you have life insurance? Do you have key man policies? All these matter, and people started mentioning words and they kind of get lost in the sauce. But in order to have a successful business, you have to have successful processes. So long as you have everything in place to prepare you from devastation, that's why our title, Isaiah and myself, are risk advisors. We know the risks. We have seen the risks. We know what's out here. You'd be surprised. People are very dirty. They don't care. They don't care that you worked hard for this business. They don't care that you put in hours. They don't care that you're a good person. Once they see a business, they think money, 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 money. People will go jump out in front of 18-wheeler just to get paid out, you know, because all they see is money. So it's your job to make sure you have it. And with that benefits package, is making sure even if you don't have it all together, we can still keep that business going for you.
When I first started, I was able to lean on Brittany because Brittany is very knowledgeable. You definitely want to check out Brittany if you need her. She's in Georgia and she's local. She's able to provide you these benefits that we're discussing right now. Brittany, what's your contact information?
I could be reached at 678-567-0286. That is my office line. If you want to shoot me a message personally, if you have a question, hey, is this business insurable? Hey, what do I need? Hey, what's the steps? How much does this cost? Even if you're making a business plan, right? Because sometimes when you're going to get these loans, and sometimes if you're going with the SBA or something like that, they ask you for a loan. Hey, what's your plan? What's your 3-year plan? What's your 5-year plan? And even if you need a quote for insurance, just to put in your plan, give me a call. I will help you. If you are not in Georgia, we can get you connected with someone in neighboring states. Isaiah also can help. But my cell is 678-276-5539.
Thank you so much, Brittany. I just want to say this last thing before I go. This is the most important thing that we're talking about today. Okay. The most important thing is your life. Your life is very, very important. And sometimes things happen. Sometimes things pop up. Sometimes unexpected health concerns pop up. Sometimes, you have to deal with diabetes or God forbid, you ever have cancer, or God forbid, you ever get sick and are diagnosed with a chronic illness or a critical illness. If that happens to you, God forbid, then you want to be able to have an option to access money or celebrate your death benefit in your life insurance policy if you don't have any other money saved up. So that way you get to cover your long-term care expenses. You definitely want to protect your life and get you a plan. Sometimes ULs make sense. A lot of people don't like ULs, but if a UL makes sense, then the ULs make sense. If it don't make sense, she'll tell you. If it don't make sense, I'll tell you. So if you need help, go to IsaiahDavisInsurance.com and book a one-on-one session with me. I can go over everything with you. A 45-minute session where you can talk to me one-on-one about your life insurance needs.
Life insurance is important not only for your life and your legacy, but as a business owner, if you are out here and you're trying to get loans and you're trying to get established, your life insurance is part of your net worth, right? So whatever you have in life insurance, like, hey, I have, I'm worth about 300,000. I'm worth about 500,000. I'm worth about $1 million. And like Isaiah said, I don't care who you have life insurance with, as long as you have it, as long as you get it. You get insurance while you can, because there's some people out here that can't get it. So you want to go ahead and get insurance as a business owner. You want to make sure you have insurance in place. You just don't know, insurance could be the stepping stone to your second location. It can do so much for you, and it's not just about death benefits. Living and death benefit life insurance is what all business owners should have in place. And you can always work your way up to that. And I'm done, Isaiah.
Before we go, does anyone have any questions for either Brittany or myself for us to be able to answer for you specifically?
Yeah, I have a question.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
So I didn't know that with your life insurance, it's a part of your net worth. I was thinking it was all about property and everything. I didn't know your life insurance was included in that.
Life insurance is included in your net worth. I have about 4 huge businesses in Atlanta that I've done general liability policies for. And every single one of those loan officers asked, in order for them to get this loan, I need to have a life insurance assignment, which is a collateral. So, hey, if anything happens to you, I know I'm going to get my money regardless. So, yes, a lot of people get $1 million policies. So, when they go up for loans and they go up to show, hey, I am worth this, then it's easier for them to be qualified and approved for certain things.
So when you say loans, does that mean that you present it to them, or they ask you for it?
Well, so it depends on which company you're going with, right?
Okay.
The last one I just did, I think that loan was for almost $2 something million. So yeah, they call, they say, hey, do they have life insurance in order for them to qualify? So you know what the customer did? They called me on the back end and they got a policy. I wrote it and I made them assignment so they qualified right then and there.
Okay, so does the loan, so let's say you're going out for $1 million loan, does the loan need to do you need a policy for $1 million or more?
It depends. The higher the loan, the better the approval ratings, right? Because the insurance, and then too, this could be term. Because a lot of people think it's only whole life. The cash value in the life is considered an asset, right? It's a representation of money, that the cash value is representation of the money that you own, but your death benefit is your net worth. So let's just say it's hard to give you a number with the loan because I don't know how that part works. But I know when they call and say, hey, do this person have life insurance? We try to qualify them. That's just like if you go to One Main Financial, you're trying to get a loan. They say, well, hold up. I don't know, but do you got a car? Do you have a car? Let's do it. Let's put your car as collateral. So it's almost kind of like, it sounds kind of bad, but it's like your life as collateral. But that gives you what you need to be qualified for a certain loan.
Okay, that's beautiful. Thank you.
I learned a lot in my 8 years, but I just, as I ask questions, as I deal with the loans, because when you're getting business loans, they put you through a lot, you guys. They really do. But I ask these questions like, why does this life insurance matter? Because I was on the defense, like, why are you trying to take money from their family? But if it opens opportunities to put your family in a better position, then I understand it.
I really, really appreciate this conversation, Brittany. Thank you so much for coming on. And so this concludes our episode for protecting and prospering. We're protecting our business today. You can catch this replay on YouTube. Please follow me on this YouTube channel. Make sure you follow me on Facebook and Instagram as well at Isaiah R. Davis.